At my 20-week anatomy scan, I got the scariest news of my life. They found something called CPC on my baby's scans, which are choroid plexus cysts, consistent with trisomy 18. I will never forget sitting in the office and her explaining to me what they found. And the way that she's talking about it feels like this isn't a very scary thing. I remember thinking to myself, she's speaking to me very matter of fact. And after she said what she said, I feel like all I was hearing was every other word. Something to the effect of the fact that she's not that worried because we got genetic testing, although there is a small risk. She asked if we had any questions, and it's like my mind went blank. It was news that I definitely was not expecting to hear that day. I was just excited to see my baby, and my husband and I left feeling really scared. We went to lunch to try to take our mind off of things, and that didn't work. He was silent and stoic, and I'm frantically Googling everything I can about this, as if my thumbs were trying to pull some kind of hope out of the screen. It was the quietest lunch that either of us have ever had. They told us to come back in 4 weeks to see if the CPC had resolved. Longest 4 weeks of my life. I remember feeling that night that there was just not enough information on this, and I was looking all over TikTok for any kind of information, we got through it and we're on the other side and my baby is perfectly healthy. I was able to find a story or two and I held on to that. Those success stories are honestly what got me through. Well, that and some tears for sure. But that is why I'm here right now sharing my story, because I feel like there's not enough information about this. And if you're going into your anatomy scan, I want it to be a place of hope. My baby is perfect and he's healthy and he's here. If you are scared, terrified, just like I was, I want you to know that I have a success story and I know how scary it is and how scary it was, and you have a safe place here.